This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Hello and welcome to the Noble Leaders League. This is the third division game between Stalin and Alexander. Stalin is second in the league with 13 points, Alexander 13th with 6 points. Stalin in 4-1-0 form. He drew round 9 at Frederick, but is undefeated in his last 7 games. Alexander, he has 1-1-3 form. He drew round 9 hosting Lincoln. That ended a 3-game losing streak. Stalin is a clear favorite here. Starting position of Stalin, let's get the resource bubbles on for a little moment. He starts here. You can look at the minimap to see that he starts up north and west of the starting continent, which is the eastern continent. Next to a river there are 2 fishes, there is a crab, there are horses, there is another clam, well, the first clam, and then some horses over here. There are 2 rivers here as well. Down in the south we see Alexander's starting position. Next to 1, 2, 3 fish there is some crab down here, corn, cows, some uranium for later, and we see up here is some iron. So let's get this game going, shall we? Here we are. Stalin versus Alexander. Last game in round 10 of fixtures for the third division. 1 city each, Alexander in Hinduism, Stalin in Buddhism. Stalin, he is going to try to win this one to get to the top of the league. It is very tight. You can see the league table to the left. Mehmet and Stalin on 13 points both. Shaka Genghis on 12. And you see 3 leaders with 11. So this is a very interesting division. Who is going to get themselves promoted? Turn 115 is here. 5 cities Stalin, 4 cities Alexander. Stalin is building cities down south towards the Alexander lands, and 6 cities to Stalin now. 6-5 is the city count at the moment. Alexander is cautious towards Stalin. They are in different religions still. Mathematics next for Stalin then. 6 cities each right now, and they are expanding approximately at the same rate then, but Stalin is trying to block off Alexander now by building cities around him. And look at that, 9 cities Stalin now, Alexander, and we have a war. There is a declaration of war here, and Alexander is down to 5 cities and Stalin 10-5. Is this going to be a very early conquest for Stalin then? Turn 173, 5 cities Alexander, Stalin 1.6 times the strength of Alexander. And Stalin the favorite, he is looking like a good one, 9-6, but we have a peace treaty and Alexander went back to 6 cities, Stalin 9, Alexander 6. After the peace treaty was signed, turn 190 now. I don't expect this to stay peaceful though. 10 cities to 6, 11-6, and Stalin, surely you are going to attack again. 12 cities to 7 at the moment now. You see Alexander has the coastline up there in the west, but we know that Stalin is probably going to want those cities as well. 14 cities Stalin now, Alexander on 8. We see Stalin, he is encompassing Alexander, denying Alexander, the Greek leader, the place in to expand, and taking it himself. And we have the next war, of course. 15 cities Stalin, 8 cities Alexander. Stalin 1.9, 2 times as strong as Alexander now. I think that Stalin should be able to do this now. Alexander down to 7 cities now. Stalin 16-7, turn to 36. And if we don't sign peace this time, 18-6 is the city count at the moment now. Then Alexander on 6 cities, Stalin with 18, Stalin going gunpowder as well. 6 cities left for Alexander. Let's see if that number changes now. Turn to 43. We are closing in to halfway through to the time limit. Turn to 46, 5 cities left for Alexander. Is this the final war then, Stalin? Are you going to take it home this time, or will you sign peace? I don't know. You shouldn't sign peace though. With 19 cities to 5, you should go on and capture the last 5 cities. Turn to 52, let's see if he can do that. Alexander on 5 cities going optics. I'm afraid it is too late for you, Alexander. Stalin on 19 cities, Alexander on 5. And now it takes a little bit of time before the units are fighting, I think. 19-5, Stalin 2.7 times the strength of Alexander. 5 cities for Alexander. He hasn't lost a city in a few turns now. Stalin going philosophy as well. Alexander is, Stalin is 3 times the strength of Alexander. Alexander on 5 cities, Stalin on 20. And Stalin has taken almost all of the continent now, 20 cities to 5. But I don't think that there is enough land on the original continent to get domination. 5 cities left for Alexander. 5 cities left for Alexander. Stalin on 21. He's building more cities around. Turn 280 now. 280, 21 cities to 5. But Stalin doesn't seem interested in taking the last 5 Alexander cities, so maybe Stalin just wants to go win domination. That is a possibility, of course. Let's see what happens. 4 cities left for Alexander now. He lost a city there. So maybe Stalin has decided it's time to win this game now. 4 cities left for Alexander. Stalin on 22 cities. Alexander on 4. Turn 290 now. 4 cities left. Will he push on? Will he push on Stalin now? Or will he not? Will he be cautious or will he be aggressive? Let's see what happens. He has 11 turns left to steal. 3 cities Alexander. This looks like it's it, and Stalin looks like he has decided that this game should be over now. 3 cities left for Alexander. Turn 297. Stalin in the golden age as well. Which means that he has now a lot of advantages with 23 cities to 3 and almost 5 times the strength of Alexander, and now he is more than 5 times the strength. He is settling another city in the New World there, but Alexander on 3 cities. Is Stalin going to wait long enough to win domination, or will he just win conquest here? Alexander still on 3 cities though. And it looks like Stalin is settling cities instead of capturing the last 3. Let's see if he can take another one off of Alexander. It looked for a while that he had decided that this was it. He is there, still fighting though. Stalin 7.5 times the strength. And Alexander is down to 2 cities now. Down to 2 cities. And you look at the minimap down south that his cities have been separated from each other. 2 cities left for Alexander. So this is probably the last few turns of life left for Alexander. Stalin is going to win this game now in a few turns. Turn 319. 1 city left for Alexander. It is the southernmost city and it's about to fall, I believe. Turn 321. Oh, 2 cities. He got the city back. What is happening here? Alexander is back up to 2 cities now. Wow, I didn't see that coming. But Stalin 27 to 2. Stalin is getting replaceable parts. We are at turn 326 and Alexander is down to 1 city again. 1 city again for Alexander. This time though, Stalin, let's make it happen. 29 to 1. He has settled another one. Alexander 1 city left. Turn 330. We are just waiting for Stalin to take the last city now. It should happen any moment. 29 cities to 1. Stalin on 29. Alexander on 1. Now, will there be some fighting around the last city? There is some fighting around the last city. When will it fall? Then turn 334 at the moment now. And there it is. Alexander is out. Stalin has won a conquest victory. Turn 335 in 1915 AD. Congratulations, Stalin, with the 2 points. Congratulations to Stalin. Stalin declared one war in 1010 AD, turn 161. It ended with a 1-1 stalemate, and the peace treaty was signed in 1220, turn 182. And it's easy to say Alexander is a little bit too aggressive for his own good, because it was Alexander that declared the final war in 1560 AD, turn 222. He lost by 0-10 in city captures, a losing conquest. After 355 years, 113 turns in war. Let's take a look at the stats. Exit here and see the graphs. We see Stalin in red, Alexander in light blue. This is the score. GNP, production, food, power, culture, and espionage. And let's go look at the numbers of the demographics then. Stalin's numbers to the left, Alexander's to the right. We see Stalin ending the game with 16.3 million inhabitants, and the rest of the numbers you see on screen. Top 6 cities then: 2 BC wonder, Stonehenge and the Oracle in Moscow and St. Petersburg respectively. And we see here Stalin then with all the top 6 cities. Statistics then: Stalin, 24 cities built, 1 raised, 4 legions, 2 golden ages, currently on 42 windmills, 29 farms, 25 workshops. We see that he did build 25 barracks, 22 granaries, 17 stables, lighthouses and forges, 1 Sistine Chapel page down, and a complete page 2 with the Great Lighthouse at the bottom. Page down again to see the Parthenon is the last building built by Stalin. Current units then: 52 grenadiers, 48 longbowmen, 43 cuirassiers and 1 chariot. He trained in his cities: 133 workboats, 45 longbowmen, 41 musketmen, 7 great prophets, let's go page down, and 1 great spy at the bottom. The kills then for Stalin: 42 longbowmen, 39 swordsmen, 35 catapults, down to 1 Jewish missionary, and the losses were 21 trebuchets, 9 horse archers, 8 grenadiers, longbowmen and cuirassiers, down to 1 archer. And Alexander's numbers: 8 cities built, 3 religions, 1 golden age, currently no improvements, but he built 7 granaries, 6 monuments and 5 barracks and lighthouses in the cities, also 1 Temple of Solomon. Current units then: 1 worker, so that's why you survived. He did build or train a total of 42 swordsmen, 36 catapults, 30 phalanxes and a spearman, down to 1 caravel. The kills then, let's confirm: 21 trebuchets, 9 horse archers, 8 longbowmen, grenadier, cuirassiers, down to 1 crossbowman, and the losses: 42 longbowmen, 39 swordsmen, 35 catapults, down to 1 Jewish missionary. Congratulations to Stalin. Here we see the numbers: 67.69% of the land area, which was not enough to win domination, so he had to settle for conquest after taking all the cities of Alexander. Rivals left should be 0 in here then. And not so very good culture. Stalin did build the Apostolic Palace. Let's go take a look at the cities. Alexander doesn't have any cities, so we are not going to switch over to him after this, but Stalin has 31 of them. Sort by population and go to the top. We see Novgorod, pop 15, Moscow 14, St. Petersburg, Ekaterinburg, Yakutsk, Smolensk 12. They are, in general, happy with the exception of Smolensk. They are healthy. Base food is okay. I think base commerce is, well, not really that good, but with enough cities it gets a lot anyway. Decent production in the top, even though you are building a lot of workboats. Ship of the lines, yeah, worker, a lot of stuff here. Arkhangelsk is the bottom city on page 1, pop 3, let's go to the bottom. Arkhangelsk, and we see Athens is the first on page 2, and you can look at those numbers if you want to pause the video. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. Congratulations to Stalin getting back to first place with 15 points and a positive 49 score turn difference. Alexander is number 14 with 6 points and a negative 58. Tomorrow are 2 games from the second division, Charlemagne vs Bismarck and Boudica vs Mao Zedong. Later today we have the next game in the first qualifying round of the Noble Leaders Cup. I am Kjotleik, this has been the Noble Leaders League. I hope to see you back later. Goodbye for now.